Sunday, 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 folks! Welcome to Sunday at SpeedGaming 2 for another Metroid Planet's Enigma race. This is the last one of the quarterfinals, I believe, with Skyhawk versus Alex in Game 3. I'm Crows on comms, along with MST, who knows exactly where to go. Isn't that right?
Yeah, don't ask me anything. Never speak to me or my son again.
Fair enough. Tonight on Tracking, we have Star Fox, Nolan Amata, and Para going, gone. I don't know why they allow me to do these intros, but they do.
I'm regretting this.
Well, we're going to get this game started, and it's going to be pure chaos, because that's the area settings we're going with for Game 3. What do we got? Oh, looks like we got
I'm still working on this.
Oh,
the
good.
timing thing.
We got a Brinstar start here, which, Brinstar is Brinstar in this one. But for the areas, we're going to go a little bit of throwback to Game 2. So Criteria's Neo Norfair, Kraid is Corvus, Torian is Shivaria, and Norfair is Best World.
Yeah, so chaos settings in the week 2 realm, not exactly the most chaotic, just due to the way the rando thing rolls.
No.
But it is different than what they have.
Yeah. Well, right off the bat.
As you mentioned, this is Game 3. This is to decide our final participant in the semis.
Yep.
The winner will face one of our trackers in Amada.
And the loser will unfortunately be going home tonight. But we believe in both runners. And Gordor says mute is a wonderful thing, and I disagree. Alright, so Skyhawk is doing a quick respawn back at the ship here. They came across an E-tank, but can't get to it yet.
Yeah, so both runners going to be looking through the same thing. Every seed throughout this tournament in the brackets, they're looking for 3 bosses. Also, yeah, you could just walk into that E-tank.
Oh, I thought it was more...
It's a fake plant. Yeah, they're looking for 3 bosses. One of them is in Brinstar. Spore Spawn will be in Brinstar.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they are looking for Kraid and Ridley, and defeating all 3 allows them entry into Mother Brain, which then Samus, of course, explodes the planet because he feels like it.
I mean, sounds like Samus. But in order to get to those bosses, they're going to have to be looking for major items that can get them there. And we know at least one of those majors is definitely required since Best World is in play right now.
It's very rare to get a seed that does not require Wave Beam anymore.
Yeah.
I would say it's nearly impossible if Best World is one of the worlds in here. So, kind of running into some dead ends between the 2 worlds.
Yep. Got a little bit of a map scan happening for both players right now. Oh, what area was that? I missed that.
I missed it too. I mean, at least he hit something. Like, that's not something I can do.
I think both players hit stuff with their scans. Oh, there's missiles.
Missiles, that's important.
And I believe there's be a major in here.
Yes, this should be a major.
Yep.
Oh, hey, the Gordors are dancing in the street.
Well, at least now they can definitely make it into Best World over there. Skyhawk is not too far behind. We're going to also probably pick up the second E-tank that Alex grabbed for first E-tank.
Yep. Opting not to continue further. Interesting.
Okay. I mean, it's just an E-tank over there, so it's not going to punish him.
It is just an E-tank, but hazard runs are allowed. And
that's true.
Could be logically required. Maybe not absolutely required. Now, Skyhawk wants to take his missiles and go straight back to this other door here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, he wants the Wave Beam to go straight back. Okay. You know what? This makes a lot of sense. This room, so all these rooms are user-created.
Yep.
And as you play through them, you can try to figure out, which rooms can spawn major items. This is one of them. This item back here.
Same with the room
Just-
Alex is in right now.
Yeah, Alex is also in a room that can spawn a major. And with that wave beam... So yeah, I do completely understand Skyhawk's decision to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Neither runner, though, getting a major out of this.
No, just more missiles, but as you just said, always be collecting the missiles.
Yeah. I mean, early on, you don't want to have, like, 10, 15 minutes with 1 or 2 missile packs. Like, if you get, 2 missile doors in a row and rooms without enemies to refill them, like, that's... it's a big bang.
Yeah. There are a lot of E-tanks showing up right now. Like, I have counted, because there's one that Alex just grabbed, and Skyhawk, granted, needs Morph to get to that E-tank, but that's still yet another E-tank there, so that's 4 E-tanks right off the bat.
Yeah. Not
So
sure
right now-
why Alex went back in this room.
Yeah. Right now, we're looking for any other areas that could possibly be wave locked for progression. Oh,
There's an item on the top right of this middle mountain
Yep.
line.
yep.
That could be a major in this room. So this is definitely going to be something the runners look for.
Or if it has nothing, just a major pain. So it takes a little bit of time getting up here. Also, lots of missile doors.
Not a major either.
Yeah. But it could be on the other side?
No.
No? Oh, it's just the first one. Okay.
No, in this room it is the right one.
Okay.
I believe in the original version of that room, it could be either side.
It could...
Or
Yep.
both of them could be. But that's... Most rooms that we caught, we tried to remove all but one major. Didn't catch them all. Maybe next tournament.
Oh,
we have
an elevator.
And another elevator. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Neo Norfair.
Criteria.
Huh. Skyhawk is diving in here. I don't know that I would dive just yet.
Yeah.
Alex found an elevator and did not check where it went. I just completely disagree with that strategy. Whenever
Same. Yeah, no, you always want to check those elevators as soon as you...
Because now
I've seen this one
his
too.
spawn point's now reset. He can't... He doesn't know what the other one is. He can't just quickly respawn to it anymore. And he doesn't know what either of these elevators lead to. So, like,
Yeah.
later on in the seed, the same. Collect your missiles and check your elevators.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that second one, at least.
Wow. See, this is why crows did not enter the tournament. They did not collect enough missiles.
It's one of those, you must be this tall to enter the tournament, but you must have this many missiles to enter the tournament.
Yeah, this room specifically is why I worry about checking you Norfair this early.
Yeah. Unfortunately...
I kind of expect it to show, and it's doable with the 2, but if the run takes more than that... Oh, hey, purple door.
Oh, yeah. There's, finally in this game, Spore Spawn's not DLC mandatory requirement to get to Mother Brain. Oh.
What is this exactly?
It looks like a free Spore Spawn.
Did we enter somebody's, like, dining room and they just have a plant on the table that we're dispatching?
Spore Spawn's like, just put me out of my misery already. Just hurry up and do it. Meanwhile, Skyhawk's going to continue into Neo Norfair over here.
Yeah, hey, but it's another one of these rooms.
Yep. Yeah. Knocking on the window for Spore Spawn over there. Skyhawk is in
I know
a
there's
hazard.
Appetite coming up.
Yep,
Sure.
yep. But we'll see if with Skyhawk's help will hold out.
He should be able to at least destroy it. I think he can get through. Yeah, he should be fine.
Yeah. Down to 19 health, though. Which is funny, because if picked up the other E-Tank that was available to him, could have been useful. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Alex does have Spore Spawn down, which is very nice.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what the rest of this seed does. Yeah, you're not getting that without...
No. Come back later, please. Alright, Skyhawk's still gonna be rolling through here. We'll see if Alex finally decides, oh, and says hi to a Metroid in that room. Oh, Spazer!
Spazer! Or as some would say, Best Beam?
Bester Beam, some would say.
Skyhawk's marking that with bombs. That's not a bomb.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Alex is
The
hanging out
version with
to
the item
North
on
Air.
top is not. I'm just gonna ignore what Paragon said there. That is a bomb check? Okay, well, this is why I don't like Neodor.
Then how are you still in the tournament?
You know, it's a very good question.
Yeah. Alright, so Alex is going to be going through the same areas that Skyhawk's gained, but with that Spore Spawn down. Probably won't be too far behind getting that Spazer.
Probably not. See, personally, I would not have done the criteria play.
Yeah.
Being Brinstar, like I'd want Spore Spawn. After Spore Spawn, I would want to find Kraid and know if I could go into Kraid. Especially with it being Corvus, like there's not going to be.
But here's
I can
Corvus.
almost definitely get to Kraid and defeat Kraid and Corvus. And yeah, Skyhawk in here. So. I do think this is. Oh hey! Look at that.
That's a connector. That's
interesting. Best World and Corvus are connected.
Yeah, with
So yeah, that's uncommon. Not impossible, but uncommon.
The fact the elevator is also right here.
And Skyhawk not going into Corvus at all.
Huh.
Oh, this is going to be a wreck ship for Alex. He found a different...
Oh, yeah. This has to be. Yep.
Yep.
There's our rickety
long...
wreck ship.
Oh, wait, no, that's not long. Huh. So, wreck ship has been very powerful in this tournament.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Well, Alex is definitely taking a dive in here.
Yeah.
Which, considering early on, try to just take a look at see what if wreck ship has anything like right early on. I think that's a valid.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you know, speaking of.
Yeah, that's some Varia suit.
Yeah, you can not get that way. All right. I don't know this room. I don't know if that is actually gettable with current item setup.
The question is, how stacked is wreck ship today?
Well, with Varia already there.
Yeah, and no crystal core in sight yet.
I think the you know, spoken into existence.
Yep.
I think with that particular, with one item showing, if I find another item, I already have extreme doubts about wreck ship just based on every other race outside the tournament we do. It's useless.
But I mean, there's sure a lot of red doors over here for missiles. So.
Yeah, but the red doors are just randomly placed. They don't actually mean anything.
You never know. It's red door. It could be anything behind there, even a boat. Oh, Skyhawk is dealing with good old Spore Spawn tapping on that window.
Pretty sure this boss is a plant.
I know. Seems more like a glass hole.
I get it. All right, Alex with some of the okay. Why are you leaving, Alex? You saw one major, checked like one room in off the hub.
Got that crystal, yeah.
I am confused by that.
It's a play, all right.
It is a play. We'll see if it works out. Like the Varia suit may be the only thing in there, and that might end up being a real thing. But
that's true.
But I'm doubtful.
Meanwhile, Skyhawk has an idea of where to go for that Kraid.
Yep.
Yep. Right back up here. Okay. After killing that Spore Spawn, just jumping back up to this elevator and going straight to Best World. Instead of going Kraid? Really?
No, this is Corvus.
Oh, it's Corvus. Oh.
Yeah. Best World is...
Oh, it's next to here. That's right. Next. Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, this room not having Russian bombs is a problem.
Yeah, because that could be a major right there.
Yep.
Yeah, Gordor, Sky could have probably wanted Spo down before Corvus.
Yes, but that seems silly to me.
You know.
Every runner has their own idea of how to work through seeds. Nobody really knows how to work through seeds, it's just... You take your best guess as you go through. Sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it really doesn't.
Well, meanwhile, we're seeing Skyhawk go through another hazard area, which that either that Crystal Core or that Varia suit could have kept in handy.
Yeah.
We'll see how long
Just
this goes
gets
for.
through.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is just a dead end. I would check this even if it's a minor. I could have been an E-Tank right there.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex just leaving.
Yeah.
You see, he got nothing out of there. He found an elevator, saw Varia, can't get it. Kind of half-heartedly touched Wreck Ship and then left again. Hello, Best World.
Yep.
Oh, Skyhawk's in this room, all right.
Lots of spiders.
I don't agree with the decisions in there. Like, you got absolutely nothing out of the time you put in there.
MST, do you ever agree with anyone's decisions when watching people play seeds?
Yes, when they're good.
What's the ratio on that?
Well,
meanwhile, while you think about that, Alex
let me try to do math.
Alex has entered Corvus a little bit. Going to find out the connector to Best World is right here. Yep, turns right back around. Which, honestly, I would do the same thing as soon as I see Best World. I'm just, nope, don't want to deal with this, but unfortunately, got a deal to get to good old Ridley.
Yeah, this is actually super interesting. See, I think it's actually going to force both runners kind of back to Neo North Fair and Wreck Ship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Alex picked up that Crystal Core, so I'm going to get a little bit further into this heated area. Or hazard area. Oh, Shivaria's right here.
Shivaria. Yep. Okay, you know what? If that hub room shows up early, that's probably going to be something like our morph might be here. We could have a required terrain dip.
It seems like the hub area in Shivaria has always seemed to have like a good item.
Yeah, you just want it to be one of the, like, the first room off the elevator.
Yeah.
Which is not the first room off the elevator, too. So, like, now you're really hoping you get to that hub room. And it's required to go here, because otherwise...
Yeah. Then you're barking up wrong tree over here. Meanwhile, Alex be diving in... A little bit of Corvus.
Oh, Skyhawk's gonna have a... Yeah, Skyhawk's not gonna be able to make it. This is why you do need to check your miners.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the missiles aren't terrible in this. This seat right now. You can't go that way without morph.
No ball.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to Neo Norfer and Wreck Ship. Like, that's...
Yeah, at this point.
I mean, there is more in Best World, I believe they can get to. But...
Oh. Nope, Skyhawk is not piecing out Best World just yet.
I mean, I do think Check Your Best World's another good option.
Yep, which both of our runners seem to be doing right now. Get as much clear here as possible, because, I mean, you already have the wave beam. What more do you need?
Yeah, it's an elevator over here. This will go be Ridley.
Yep.
Honestly, yeah, Ridley. Ridley wave elevator. You know what? Take it.
Yeah, go for it at this point. And
because it looks like they need morph or a jump item to progress in Corvus. Oh, ice beam check. This could be a major here. It's the right one.
Yeah. Nope, just missiles.
Not a major, huh?
Huh.
This is a very interesting Zeed so far.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Aegis Core.
There is a potential major here. Can't check it without Morphin Bombs.
Yep. Well, good to know.
Yeah, every missile that Alex gets is going to be super helpful because that crystal.
And Skyhawk is heading into Ridley also. Not too long. Oh, long
but
beam.
This does nothing for them.
Yeah.
It is a major they have found, but overall...
Well, at least so far, they could at least go pretty far into Ridley. Possibly find the big...
Oh, hey!
Oh!
I think Alex will head there next?
Yeah, I don't see it. Alex,
it's either top or bottom. And yeah, Alex is going down.
Yeah.
Never mind, Alex is not going down.
Nope. Oh.
So Alex will be a little later that morph, but I don't see Alex missing that.
No.
Oh, hey, this room requires bombs first.
Oh, and another E-Tank.
You know, E-Tank's going to be valuable for Skyhawk without that.
Yeah. Especially not knowing about wrecked ship yet.
Yeah.
If only he didn't pass up.
So,
There's a possibility for an item to be in the middle of Mario over there.
Here's Ridley.
Yeah.
Also, a little item down here.
Missiles doesn't hurt. Alright, let's see what the big purple dragon's got for us today.
Spikes.
Yep.
And yeah, this is a free Ridley, so.
Yeah. Is there anything behind Ridley? Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Alright. Alex hopefully does not leave Ridley here.
Okay, does not.
I was worried that for a second he might have thought with the boss down he could just leave. But...
Yeah,
with the item set you have right now, you do not leave.
And Skyhawk could get to the other side of Mario at this point, so...
Yes.
But thankfully, continues on, sees the Ridley door, and will also make fast work of Ridley that way.
Yes. So yeah, there's more from Alex. So yeah, both runners in a basically equivalent position.
Yeah.
Alex just slightly better loadout, thanks to that crystal word.
We'll see if that comes into play a little bit more as we continue on.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, Skyhawk's gonna peace out.
Skyhawk's gonna check the Mario room here.
Yep. Which honestly, if you have
because Skyhawk has not seen the second major, so
yeah.
Like I expect Alex to dip out because he has the two majors. Not that there's only two majors or anything. Don't take that as like it's entirely possible every major spawns in one area. It's random. On average,
there could be a major in this middle section, but you need bombs to get to it.
Yeah. So with that morph, Alex, if Alex can make it to Kraid with that morph. Oh, Alex does not know where Shiveria is.
No.
But yeah, I think. Oh my goodness. Ice beam. Okay.
Is that an ice beam? Or are you sure it's not plasma?
I know you need help.
I need a lot of help normally, so.
Alright, so yeah, if Alex can beat Kraid, you dip Shiveria.
Yeah.
Right now.
Instantly.
Yeah, the item checks aren't really super heavy in there.
Yeah.
There is the potential with that one room having him.
True, but I just take the lead.
Capacitor. Interesting. And Skyhawk can't even scout the back.
No,
That is a possible
unfortunately.
wager.
Didn't get that long beam, unfortunately, quite yet.
Oh, Alex, this is just a minor item.
Yeah.
Can't get it anyway. Okay, so yeah, they still need a jump. Or ice. Or, well, if they have bombs, then they don't really need ice. Yeah, I think you're going back to Neo Warfare and Wreck Ship.
Yeah.
I believe that is the... I mean, it is possible if Alex gets to Shiveria and is able to get to that room. It is possible that thing that gets them to Kraid, like Space Jump could just be there, so...
So if Skyhawk finds this long beam and dips from here, does go straight to Kraid after?
I think he tries to, what Alex just did, to find if he can get to Kraid.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like I said, they both know Shiveria requirements pretty low. Like, there is one potentially scary room. But that's really it.
Alex never checked that other elevator in,
He knows that goes to Brinstar.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, he already pinged the other.
Oh, gained some scans in. There. Elevator.
I would be scanning Kraid's area for Kraid.
Meanwhile, Skyhawk's picking up that long beam.
Yeah, I might be thinking he missed something. Alex not going to Shiveria?
Huh.
Saw the elevator there, deciding against it. Going back to Ridley.
Oh, that's a choice.
I am very curious what Alex is thinking here.
Thinking that Mario maybe has that item, but you can't do it without a bombs.
I am very confused as to what Alex is doing here. He's got two majors here, and he's going back to this sector, or this area. Skyhawk, I think, is heading back to Shiveria? Or maybe he's looking for more Best World.
Probably looking for more Best World. Because so far, bombs is not bound yet.
I mean, anywhere outside of Ridley, I think, makes sense. Going back to Ridley here for Alex, makes no sense.
Like, even just checking the other side of Mario feels kind of pointless.
This does not feel like it's...
Yeah. The Skyhawk already took a look over here.
Alright, we'll see. I mean, Skyhawk did pick up another energy tank, so maybe Skyhawk will try to see if he can come across the hub room. Nope? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Going back further. This I think makes sense.
Yep. The fake long beam best reveal. Oh no, I guess you didn't. Okay, it's not the... You don't need long beam in here?
Oh, here we go. This is potential.
Bombs!
That should be go mode at this point.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah. I really have no idea what Alex is doing back in... This makes no sense from any sort of perspective.
Yeah, the longer Alex spends here, the more time Skyhawk's gonna have.
I already think that this race is now... like, Skyhawk has to throw at this point.
Yeah. Well, especially after finding that bombs here.
Yeah.
So Skyhawk's gonna head straight back to Corvus right now. Which, thankfully, because it's connected, like, right over here.
Yeah, what in the world is Alex looking for here?
I don't know.
You got two major items here. Why did you come back? You had Best World where you hadn't found anything. You had Neo Fair, you hadn't found anything. Wreck Ship, you only found one item. Like, anywhere else would have been a reasonable choice. Like, this is the one choice that you don't make.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here?
And Sky, yeah, is kind of light on health right now with lacking Crystal or Varia, but
Yeah, but I don't think that's really gonna
no.
do too much. And that Magnet Core will help.
Yes. All right.
But yeah, no, Bombs gets him up this room.
Yep.
So
Getting that plasma.
yep. All right, so Alex is going back to Rest. Like, at least this is a different choice.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what he's doing, but this is at least a better option than whatever that.
Yeah, it's reasonable, but at the same time, we know it's the wrong choice.
Yeah. Well, a jump. I believe a jump will get him, like, especially if he gets space jump, like, that'll get him through Corvus fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going back to Norfair, or yeah, Neo Norfair and Rexship. Like, unless it's a super long hazard run to start Shiveria, Skyhawk has.
But can't Alex also get ice? Oh wait, no, it doesn't have bombs. That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't have bombs.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, this makes now Alex is in a spot where it makes sense for him to.
Oh, and there's Kraid's door.
Yeah. Skyhawk was not looking for anything else. He was going straight for Kraid.
Mm-hmm. And with this, and already knowing where Shivaria is, it looks like it's
Skyhawk is just Skyhawk. He's just straight betting he could finish the seed, which I believe is entirely true. I don't see there being a real block for him here.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's looking to be quite the fast seed too.
Yeah.
We're only 30 minutes in, and we're already making.
Yeah, and he did the whole dip into Neo Norfair.
Yeah.
And traverse the map. Got Spazer, which so far, I mean, that's not been required, and it's not going to be with Shiveria, so.
No.
Also, really nice that he could reset straight from Kraid back to Shiveria.
That's true. That was actually really good routing on his behalf.
That connector really cutting some time there.
It does. When those connectors happen, man, it definitely shaves off time.
They can be super, super useful. All right, so Shiveria. Let's start with the hazard run.
Mm-hmm.
And this Magnet Core is going to help out a lot.
Yeah, yep.
Going to draw
See how
those
far
pickups.
the brain is in.
Like, this would have to be a super long hazard run.
Which is possible.
Really possible, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Not at the length required to make him leave.
Mm-hmm. Especially with those oh wait, no, he doesn't have Crystal Core, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is, all it takes is a couple restarts and you'll know exactly which way to go if it comes kind of maze-like.
Yeah. Well, there's the brain.
Yep.
So that
Golden
hub may
door.
not even exist in the seed.
Oh, and fast brain here.
Yep. Yeah, Shiveria only has fast brains. So that's kind of to be expected. Does need to... Isn't really in danger in this fight, but there you go.
Oh.
There's the Spazer for Alex, but yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
A
that
death
extra
right
hit
there.
on the Rinka.
Yeah.
So, like, that type of thing... I mean, yeah, you go back and do this.
Yeah.
In this version, there's not supposed to be hazard runs in the escape.
Exactly.
So if you get past brain...
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But yeah, the death, you know, you're at the end and you die. You don't feel great. Like you know this seed is fast, it's free.
Yeah.
You kind of expect your opponent to be in the same spot. Skyhawk does not know how much time he has to play with.
So right now, kind of brute forcing this is Skyhawk's best plan.
Still pinging the map in Ridley.
Yeah.
Why? What are you... How many drinks has he had before this one?
Apparently not enough to deal with going back into Best World.
I'm very confused by it. No, I mean his trip through here it makes sense, but
Yeah.
like this makes this to explore through here. I do think this world probably made the most sense, but there's no way he forgot he killed Ridley.
Yeah, no. But without
Yeah, the
finding
rest of this,
any other,
so
yeah, especially with how everything else is kind of barren. All right, Skyhawk on attempt number 2 to get through the brain room.
all right, this should be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just has to make sure not to.
it's only a minute 30 escape, so it's gonna be a short one.
Just have to be a little careful not to run
Yep.
into an enemy, but
But with that magnet core, that's gonna help a little bit get
Oh,
some health back.
yeah.
Just waiting for that music change. Shouldn't be too far in. Oh,
We may not even get the music chipping.
no, no. We're already at 57 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised if it's like right over here.
Yeah, for Alex, like the biggest issue is not sticking with his gambles. Like he was here,
Oh, and there
he
it
looked
is.
through it. Yep.
Get your
There it
GGs
is.
in the chat for Skyhawk with a race time of 35:35.
Oh.
Oh. Meanwhile, Alex is hunting stuff. We get Skyhawk in here for a sec.
There
Hey,
he is.
Skyhawk! Congratulations!
Oh, I knew I had to do that. I knew I had to try to low percent. Oh, just the. Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah. No, go ahead.
I was either big braining this or it was gonna be a complete disaster.
So you had way more time than you think you had.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
Alex
Yeah,
is not able to
Alex
get the bombs.
No, perfectly able to get the bombs. Just for
Well, yeah.
whatever reason.
Just did
Didn't
not
feel
go
like-
for the bombs. Instead, kept going back into Ridley.
Yeah, went back into Ridley after having collected 2 majors there. Decided to re-dive in. Went to
Now-
Best World, saw the Shiveria elevator, and left.
Yep.
Did not check Best World. So like, all right. So early on in the sea, Skyhawk, when you find Neo Norfair, you went ahead and went through and found ended up finding Spazer. But like, what's your thought process for bailing out at that point?
I have
Spazer really doesn't open anything in these settings.
No. Well, yes and no. Corvus does have some spacer checks that if there's an item and I can kind of get to it, it's worth it.
Mm.
I'm getting Spazer. I have Wave Beam. Finding Neo Norfair in the middle of that area, I'm like, okay, there are other elevators around this hub. And I knew where Spore Spawn was. I'm like, okay, do I push this further down the rabbit hole? Or do I gamble and hope that I don't need much going forward? So I decided on the gamble part, obviously. It'll kill
right.
Spore Spawn. Kill Spore Spawn. Okay, let's start checking the other side. Find the elevator to Corvus. And then 2 rooms in, I see Best World. I'm like, what? Okay, definitely going to
Yeah.
push this now. Check Corvus. Kind of deduced even before my map scan that Kraid was probably near the top.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, give me space jump, give me bombs, I'm good to go. Not finding it. Find Shivera, push Shivera, hoping to find maybe like the hub room with an item in it. That's not happening. I'm like, holy cow. So I'm like, okay, I need E-tanks too. I only
Yeah.
find the one.
So it was funny because early on, after Spore Spawn, you skipped out on going forward because there was an E-tank in that next room that Alex ended up getting.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been helpful. That would have prevented the one death.
Which then Alex jumped into a wrecked ship, which right there was Varia's suit, and then the room next to it, before it, was Crystal Core.
Oh, of course.
Like right at the entrance of wrecked ship, essentially, yeah.
So I find all the elevators. I tried Chivera, it didn't work. So I'm like, okay, I reset, go back. I'm like, let me go do Ridley. I'll go find Ridley. Find Ridley, kill him, get the items I find in there, make it interesting. I'm like, okay, well, there's still the whole right side of Best World. So I didn't forget about that. I come back, find bombs. I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm pushing this go mode all the way.
Yeah.
Hopefully find another E-tank, which obviously didn't happen. Picked up Magnet Core just for the heat run. And then, the rest is history. I am saddened I did die that one death in Mother Brain.
Yeah.
But funny enough, I was acting like I had Crystal on. Just completely forgot. And then when I died, I'm like, oh wait, I don't have Crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, I something like that happens. Like, you don't feel great. Like, the seed was pretty jetty. Like, you kind of expect your opponents, right there with you.
Yeah, no, that was my thought. I'm like, okay, I got this far and I died. Now, am I gonna pull a game 1 Alex and lose because of the death?
No, Alex pulled a game 3 Alex and decided to. I have no idea what this decision making was, but
Decisions were made, apparently. Wrong decisions, but decisions.
He's gonna find it soon.
He's gonna find bombs right over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bombs is just in these settings. Bombs is just go mode. That's all there is to it. There's really no block at that point.
Yeah, you and Alex are very close together for the most part until the whole
until the end of the Ridley spot when you appropriately left after the second major.
Yep.
And Alex decided, wait.
There must be more, Ridley.
So yeah, there's the bombs for Alex. Oh yeah, let's stop. Since Alex is responding up to Zelda. Yeah, so did you plan to respawn to Shiveria here? After grade? So it worked out great.
Yes. Yes, I did. I didn't need to go down to the elevator. It wasn't in the way. And the connector was there, so I just took advantage of the connector.
Yep. Makes sense. Yeah.
The power of connectors.
Oh, I love that connector. It's so good.
The fact it just provides a vertical pathway throughout this entire seed almost just makes life so easy.
Yep. So, while Alex is going to go through and finish things up here, Skyhawk, you move on to Simmy's. You get to face the top seed, who decided to, spend her valuable time tracking, not to scour, just to track the race. What are you looking forward to in the semis here?
Gorodor's Revenge.
Oh.
You're gonna redeem Gorodor's lack of Best World victory?
Yes. I have made a vow.
All right, Amada, you better be ready.
That is a noble cause.
Yes,
And
we better all be
already-
ready to spend 35 minutes trying to generate seeds.
Yeah, for that semis, that seems to be a little bit of an issue right now.
For those that aren't in the know, the runners that are waiting for the next round have been trying to create seeds for game 1, taking its time. We think tournament's the problem.
Yeah, no, it is definitely that's the problem. But yeah, that's causing a couple issues. So speaking of the areas, though, how do you feel about the selection for the matches for those 2 games? At least 2 games.
It's what I've been practicing all week. Since the other option was basically game 2.
Mhm.
I didn't feel the need for it.
Yeah, game 2, it feels like a little easy. BSL station right there in Mechalor, and yeah.
And honestly, this setup with these areas and where they are seems to mostly provide this option to really push the narrative in low percent. Like my last 3 practices were almost about the same time. 35 minutes. I'm either not finding Varia and heat running it with a few extra tanks, or I am finding Varia and I'm doing it with like 2 tanks.
Yeah.
Well, that should make things really interesting going for game 1.
So what do you want to bet on Ruin Slab showing up? So it
Yes.
shows that Ruin is a custom area that's putting in.
Where can I put stock in that? It's going to go up high.
Get them Ruined Slab Complex stonks. Alright, Alex is going to be diving through... Did Alex equip the Crystal Core?
Alex
I hope so.
has never turned it off, as far as I know.
Ah,
He'll be fine. Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Nah, I mean, with Crystal, he'll be fine.
yeah.
Yeah, but he needs the misses to finish Motorburn off.
Yeah, but only 30.
Do you blame me after game 1? Okay, now he's fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Another quick escape here.
Yeah, lots of single rooms. Especially going around this little curve up here after climbing this area.
Now, you don't blame
Being
me
a
for...
little
for
reckless,
stopping-
knowing he's got Crystal.
You wouldn't blame
Not
me
in-
for
it's
stopping
not
and farming on
unlimited.
the way out.
Yeah.
I did not want to die to a gamer.
Alright.
Hey, we got a music change on Alex's side.
Yeah. That's kind of surprising.
That's what happens when
Just a little bit faster through there than Skyhawk was, I guess. When the transition happened.
Yep. And Alex is going to enter this last room and is going to get in this elevator and get your GGs in the chat for Alex, finishing with a race time of 46:28.
Yeah, so... We'll see if Alex comes in to join us.
Yeah,
So we can grill him on whatever the heck he was thinking.
the Ridley maneuver.
Well, to get bombs, you need long beam. And long beam was in Ridley.
It was in Ridley.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Alex
he hadn't
had,
even
long
seen that.
beam.
He didn't even explore to see that.
So that was kind of why I left. Because I got the long beam. Like, I can check the rest of Best World.
Mhm.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, but Alex had no idea. Alex got long beam first and then
Yep.
was looking around. But yeah, so...
See if Alex will be joining us.
Looks like he's on his way in.
Yep.
And
All right. GG's, Alex.
I would call it GG, but thank you.
You know, I agree with that sentiment, Alex. I'm mad. You ruined my bracket further. What the heck?
I didn't break the ice, so it's not too bad, I guess. I wasn't the first one, so it's okay. I'm sure you're still at the top.
So, Alex. Alex.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know where you went wrong?
Yep. Should have stayed away from Neo Norfair. Something told me to look there, but should have just stayed away.
Do you know where you went wrong before that? Because there was a much worse decision made.
Yeah, bombs.
Yeah. So, okay. You go into Ridley. So you and Skyhawk are really close. You're actually a little bit ahead of Skyhawk. And Ridley.
Yeah.
You get 2 majors out of there. You defeat Ridley. You leave. You see the elevator for Shiveria, and then you head back to Ridley. What are you thinking? Like what's going through your head? Why are you going back into Ridley?
I was thinking maybe I left bombs or something back there, honestly, but there's nothing else.
So you actually ended up going to the wreck ship and seeing that Varia suit, and then stumbling upon Crystal Core right before it. Skyhawk actually never got either of those items.
I dipped at the Norfair, near Norfair, found Spazer, and then thinking that elevators are in that big hub, I just left. So, yeah, that heat runs are fun.
So you did have the edge on Skyhawk, and were, I believe, defeated Ridley first.
Yes.
Yeah. And then right after that, everything just diverged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Your thought process goes, maybe you left bombs in Ridley when you've already collected 2 majors. I mean, obviously there's not a cap to majors, but you're immediately in Best World where you don't have anything. You have Neo Norfair where you had to collect anything, and Wreck Ship where you did see a major, but that was it, just the one, and there's possibly more. Like, of those choices, Ridley's the one you pick. Like, Ridley seemed like the least likely thing to have anything of value to me. So that's why I'm very confused by this thought.
I'm confused too. I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
Well, upon stumbling into Corvus, all of a sudden coming across the Best World Connector. How was that when you found out about that?
Well, it helped at the end at least, but
Yep,
that's about it.
Fair.
Yep. All right. Well, your tournament ends here, unfortunately. But what are your thoughts overall? You happy with how things went?
Yeah,
It
was definitely a lot of fun. You know, definitely looking forward to next time. It wasn't a total loss, and all the best for the remaining contestants. Put on a good show.
Yep.
The beatings will continue until routing improves.
Well, we're now into semifinals, so we're down to the final 4 players in our tournament.
Yes. So over the next 2 weeks, we'll see when people starting this Tuesday is the earliest they'd show up, but we'll be seeing the matches show up for that. And from semis on, we're going to try and get all 3 games done, if 3 games are required, in one go. So it'll be potentially three races back to back. So that might be interesting for people. But yeah, we are down to getting to the end of the tournament here. So I don't have anything else to add here. Do either of you two runners want to give any final thoughts before we head out?
No, I'm good.
Good.
Right. Well, once again, thanks to Paragon and Amada for tracking. Thanks to Crows for joining in for the commentary here, and to SpeedGaming for hosting it. And with that, we will see you the next time one of these comes up.
Yep. See you then.